The line on Disneyland's opening day, 1955. In the English town of High Wycombe, every elected mayor is weighed in the town square. The golden age of air travel, the 1960s and 70s. Motorcycle escort of Queen Elizabeth II of Great Britain during her visit to Moscow 1994. Arnold Schwarzenegger's head in an alligator's mouth. Indian Woman and Owl, Ontario, 1910. Brigitte Bardot with a Rabbit and Her Dog, 1956. Cindy Crawford, 1990. A model of King Kong is lifted onto the Empire State Building for the 50th anniversary of the film King Kong April 7th, 1983. Novo-Voronezh Nuclear Power Plant Control Room, USSR, 1972. Marilyn Monroe keeps in shape. Beggar Teddy Bear, 1960. Diana Dawes, 1950s. The Apollo 1 crew praised for their command module, parodying the official crew photo, August 19th, 1966. Girls and Tankers, World War II. Sigourney Weaver on the set of Ghostbusters 1984. Nigerian girls' hairstyles 1960 to 1970. Head-on view B-24 bomber group emerging from intense flak over burning target. A London Underground train being transported along a street, 1926, England. Demonstration of asbestos firefighting suits manufactured in Britain, October 14th, 1940. Comedian Ken Shimura, 1996. Taking a sample, ship's cook Sergei Kostash and the crew's favourite bear cub Timofey, Soviet Union, 1981. The 6,000 windows of the United Nations Secretariat building in Midtown Manhattan, New York, are cleaned monthly by 7 workers, 1950. Johnny Depp making grilled cheese sandwiches with an iron, 1980s. Madonna as Princess Diana, 1985. Brigitte Bardot at an autograph signing Cannes Film Festival, 1955. An open-air court hearing in San Francisco, 1918, a precautionary measure during the pandemic to reduce the risk of infection. The captains of Chelsea and Tottenham watch a coin fly alongside a stylish referee, 1913. The Kingdom of the Netherlands in World War II. The author of this monumental work is Lo de Jong, 1914 to 2005. Consequences of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant accident. Danish lifeguards drinking beer with a group of skinheads, 1984. Royal Horse. South Africans with the daughter of the merchant who brought them to England, 1853. Princess Zara Khanum Taj es Sultaneh, 1883 to 1936, who was considered a symbol of beauty in Persia in the early 1900s. Police subdue a fan, Manchester, United Kingdom, 1974. A demonstration by opponents of United States presidential candidate Hubert Humphrey, Washington, October 9, 1968. Elon Musk with his brother and mother, 1992. Philippe Pet, the tightrope walker. Pamela Anderson for the cover of Playboy magazine, February 1991. Here's a whole bunch of Elvis Presley fans watching the man himself and going absolutely cuckoo bananas over him. 1988. The Italian aerobatic team Frecce Tricolori performed at an airshow in Ramstein, Germany. While performing a complex maneuver, the pilot misjudged the trajectory and rammed two of his colleagues' aircraft. On February 2nd, 1905, the Egyptian bridge collapsed in St. Petersburg. Juggling guns, 1890s. The Walrus Parade in the A.M. Gorky Central Park of Culture and Leisure, 1968. Girl Guides Behaving Badly, circa 1950. Police remove the shoes of football fans before a match, 1970s. Installation Capitalism in the Grip of Crisis by artist E. Iliskovich on the Obvodny Canal, May 1st, 1932, Leningrad. Moscow Schoolchildren and Mike Tyson, 1988, USSR. Artificial respiration with a pump, 1940. Hitler Youth recruits learn firefighting techniques, 1933. Ozzy in 1975. Pink Floyd, 1968. Street Sweepers, 1958, Moscow. Norma Jean, Marilyn Monroe, in a publicity shoot, 1948. An officer in winter uniform Japan, circa 1866. Gianni Versace with Supermodels, 1991. Robin Williams and director Joe Johnston on the set of Jumanji, 1995, United States. On the set of The Lost World Jurassic Park, director Steven Spielberg instructs a stegosaurus before a take, Australia, 1997. Girls from the United States student organization Delta Kappa Epsilon, 1905. A dog on a leash desperately tries to escape. Australian children wearing bomb-proof caps, earmuffs and tongue-biting protection. Sydney, 1942. Carl Urgell, a shipyard worker at Norderwerth, photographed in 1956, displaying the work of tattooist Herbert Hoffman. Michelle Yeoh in 1983, winner of the Miss Malaysia World Beauty Contest. Italian film actress Claudia Cardinale on the set of a commercial, 1960. Jerry Hall for Vogue magazine at Lake Sivan, Armenia, 1970s. Monica Bellucci, 1993. Bulgaria, 1940. Exorcism of evil spirits of back diseases using an axe, magic spells and fumigation of herbs. Testing of a single-man submarine, 1939, Yonkers, United States. The ceremony of inauguration of a Raja. How much gold is he worth? India, 1933. American soldiers decorating a Christmas tree. Vietnam, 1960s. Archery training at a girls' school in Japan, 1939. Los Angeles Airport parking lot, 1962. A flight attendant walks a cheetah at Amsterdam Airport, 1961. Two people enjoying lunch while a cowboy on a massive stair jumps right over them. Bus Citroën U55, City Ramacurus, Paris, France, 1954. Easter Ozzy Osbourne. A Bosnian soldier stands near a destroyed house where 69 people, including his family, were killed during the Yugoslav War, 1995. Cosplayers at a Star Trek convention, 1976. The 1980s were a different time. Here's the Mac Hat. Madonna and Jelly Bean Benitez at the opening night of the club Private Eyes, 1984. bunch of dudes with missile cones on their heads for some reason. Famous architects dressed as their creations: the Fuller Building, Waldorf Astoria, Squibb Building, Chrysler Building, 1 Wall Street, Metropolitan Tower, Museum of New York. Young people burn a flag symbolizing the United States at the Belgian Embassy in central Moscow, April 2nd, 1999. Playboy bunnies visit war veterans, Howard Veterans Hospital, Baltimore, Maryland, 1965. Milk truck accident, California, 1951. Walter and Maritza Zapashny with a tiger named Typhoon, Vladivostok, July 1st, 1968. Barbara Clack using the best water skis money can buy and human water skis. Doctors perform artificial respiration on a drowned man while a woman in a bathing suit poses, New York, 1940. Taxi driver Ryan Wiedemann with passengers, New York City, 1998. One of the most unusual portraits of Coco Chanel, 1959. In this image from a hospital in France in 1918, a woman working for the American Red Cross is about to light a cigarette for an injured American soldier. Actor Sean Penn, his wife, singer Madonna and former Beatle George Harrison, 1986, Hong Kong. Diesel Jeans advertisement, 1997. On March 1st, 1954, the United States detonated a hydrogen bomb on Bikini Atoll. The explosion was equivalent in power to the thousands of bombs dropped on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. In this image from 1944, a shift of coal miners in West Virginia are leaving after a day of work. What happens when gas pipeline construction standards are violated? China, 1992. A portrait of a Maori woman whose face is adorned with tattoos. Local residents' dugouts among the ruins of Stalingrad, 1942. Turbo Phantom. The car was unveiled at the 1978 Los Angeles Auto Show. A barbershop near a tank of one of the units of the Second Baltic Front. 1944. a young Bill Gates in 1984 when he was not yet 30. Skydivers prepare for a group jump over Lake Elsinore, California, 1980. Applying road markings, 1920s, United States. Verna Lisi on the cover of Esquire magazine, March 1965. Child performers at the Sydney Ballroom in Australia in the 1920s. Emperor Nicholas II walks his elephant in Tsarskoye Selo Park, Russia, 1905. A soldier and a snowman stand guard, Holland, 1946. Elizabeth Taylor at holiday party, 1946. Albert Einstein, moments before his famous photo with his tongue out, March 14, 1951. He was leaving his 72nd birthday party at Princeton University. The Giza Pyramid Complex, photographed from a balloon by Edoardo Spelterini on November 21, 1904. Little David Beckham. In America in 1869 there was an invasion of caterpillars. This is a detachment of volunteers who destroy harmful insects. Jim Carrey parodies celebrities, 1992. Workers at the Ellis Research Laboratory test a motorcycle helmet by dropping a steel ball on it, 1957. Mother Kamikaze, that's the nickname given to Tom Torihama, a diner owner on Kyushu Island during World War II. Her village was home to an airbase from which kamikaze pilots took off, and many of them called there before their final flights. Natalie Wood, 1955. The Euphonia automaton, which could imitate human speech by sucking air through a siphon equipped with plates and an artificial tongue, 1845. Rally incident, Estonian Soviet Socialist Republic, 1988. Princess Diana picks up an elderly woman's dropped cane in Hong Kong, 1989. Londonderry residents brought tea and biscuits to an IRA fighter, 1972. 1905. It shows a person, possibly a teacher, wearing a ghost costume in a rural schoolhouse, posing behind a table of Halloween decorations, including a carved pumpkin and cutouts of witches. Theodore Roosevelt during the construction of the Panama Canal, 1904. Typical goat pushing a typical stroller full of dogs. The garrison of one of the bunkers of the Maginot Line capitulates to German troops. France, 1940. Guard in a California prison in 1961, prepping a prisoner for a lobotomy. Michelle Pfeiffer, 1991. Pablo Picasso and Truman, 1958.